What's up, everybody? It has been a while. I know the last video I posted was my Ahuhu marker sorting video and just kind of an explanation of what was going on in my life. And I haven't done any art videos since then. I have been doing art. Market has started, so I did a lot of stuff for that, and I've just been focused on Market and just doing that kind of stuff. But today I have a special treat for you because this morning I decided for my weekly Saturday morning stream that I didn't want to play any games. I just wanted to do something different, and that something different was art. So here is the full stream that I did. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be doing them on Saturdays if I do more art streams, but this might have to be how I do art for y'all for the time being. Things have just been really crazy, so I hope you enjoy. Sorry, I'm trying to get stuff set up. This is the first time we've been doing one of these things where we I just do art instead of play games. Can I get this to work? Because I want you to hear my music. Because I have the greatest video game music of all time playlist on Spotify, and I'm trying to play that. But it's not picking that up, so we're just gonna go back to music. Sorry, I know you can't hear anything, but it's like super like epic in my brain right now, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out how stuff is gonna work from here on. So advanced audio properties, there should be nothing coming from the face cam, like at all. You know what, let's just do desktop audio. I know I have it hidden, but how do I unhide? Okay, there we go. So let's remove this one. Yeah, and then hide this one. Yeah, cool. Now you guys should hear that. Well, let's start it over, why not? Why is it... I don't know why it keeps turning enable off, that just distresses me. Anyway, we're getting set up right now. I really don't know what to do today. I kept thinking that maybe I would draw some, like, I was thinking I was going to play Potionomics, I was thinking I was going to play Little Witch, but the way that I was just thinking about it, and I don't know how much of Little Witch I have left to justify having to play it on stream, but I just didn't want to play anything today, so I'm going to start a new... I'm just gonna do some art today, and we'll see. I have a list of prompts that I can use, but if anybody... Yeah. So let's see. Let me get, oh, that's not what I wanted. I just want Krita. So let's see if that works. Boop, boop, boop. I also have coffee. I don't need this right now. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because it's hidden. This is interesting. I'm not sure I like this. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, bright light. First things I'm gonna do is change the color to maybe like a purplish gray. This is a very bright light. Why is it not showing up, though? Are you just not going to be able to see what... You know what? Hold on. Let's do display capture. Again, this is the first time I've done something like this, so please bear with me. There we go. Figured it out all by myself. Let's see if I can move the face cam just a tad. I mean, do you need to see my brushes? Is that imperative that you see my brushes? What are we playing? Legend of the Deep Forest. This is from Final Fantasy. Hold on. Alright, so first things first. I am almost finished with Loveless by Alice Oseman. It is about a college-aged girl who is discovering that she is aromantic asexual, like me. And she kind of goes through a bunch of like self-discovery kind of things. However, it is very slice of life, and I am not a slice of life reader, so this is actually kind of boring to me. But a lot of it I can relate to as an Aro Ace person, because it just it rings true of my experience as an Aro Ace. However, every Aro Ace is completely different. It's a spectrum within a spectrum, so keep that in mind if you are going to read it. I would recommend this to anyone who thinks they may be asexual, thinks they may be aromantic, and just don't understand. Because of the stuff that I could relate to in this, it was very just kind of, it felt good to know that there were other people who were experiencing the same things as I was. So it's a feel-good book in that kind of sense. It also is a good way to understand one aspect of the Aro Ace spectrum if you don't understand Aro Ace at all. And it's just like a good little reference guide. It reads much more like a memoir than it does a fiction. Mostly because Alice Oseman is drawing from their own experiences as an Aro Ace person themselves. I think recently they came out as non-binary. I don't remember. I know Kay O'Neill had. I might be getting some of my graphic novelists mixed up. So, for right now, they are they, them, for the moment, until I figure out if I'm wrong or not. But, like, in the back of this was, ooh, I almost lost my spot. Yes, I do use my dust jacket as a bookmark. Don't come for me. In the back of the book jacket, it does say she, they, she, her. But Alice Oseman has always been kind of a person who is aware of different genders and stuff like that. So they've always had a wide variety of different types of characters, and I feel like that's more the fictional part, was like all of the different characters that she introduces into Loveless are I don't want to say conveniently put there, but I just feel like it is very convenient for a story, especially this, to have people of different genders and sexuality and sexual orientations all in one place. But in my own life, I've always gravitated toward other queer people, other gender queer people, other people who have ADHD, autism, stuff like that. So I say that it's convenient, and what I really mean is that in this particular story, I don't think that was Alice Oseman's actual experience growing up. I could be completely wrong. I do not know them personally. But it just feels like this was something that I don't know how to explain this. But yeah. It felt convenient. It didn't feel true to life. As a writer, I myself try to make things feel less convenient for the sake of the storytelling. What are we listening to now? Bay from Before Your Eyes. I have not played Before Your Eyes, but I was told that the soundtrack is really good, and so that's why it is on this playlist. Can I get... I just added a browser source. Is this gonna work? Hold on. No. It is not gonna work. Okay, cool. Just checking. I want to show what we are playing. And somehow I don't think that is something that we can do. I can do a window capture. Okay. Yeah, but that takes up like the whole freaking screen. So let's do... I really wish I could just put that little square, you know? Window capture. And this is gonna change Final Fantasy. This is gonna take up a lot of the screen, and I don't want to do that. This one can go away. This one. I don't think it's possible, so I apologize, y'all, if that is... We're just gonna have to go back and forth. If somebody asked me, like, what we're listening to, I will just go back to that, so... However, if I go... y'all are just gonna see my toolbar, that's fine. Let's see. I need to... There's a lot of setup this morning that I just didn't get around to doing because my roommate came back to pick up some of the stuff that she left behind when she moved, and we got to talking, and I'm like, crap, I have to stream this morning. And it's like, I don't know what to stream, so I'm just going to draw something. But I also didn't set up my bullet journal this morning during breakfast, which I hardly ever do on Saturdays, because it's like I usually wake up. I woke up stupid early this morning. I woke up at like 6:30. I normally don't wake up till like 8:30. And then I rush to get my breakfast ready and all that stuff, so I don't know why I woke up so early. But I'm up, and I was like, you know what, I'm hungry. And so I actually got some reading time in, which is great, because I hardly ever get to do anything before my stream on Saturdays, which is, so it was nice. And I'm also closer to finishing this book. I'm like, you can see how much I have left, like right here. Yeah, that's how much I have left to read. So I'm very close to finishing it. It's taken me longer than some of the other books I've been reading because it's just boring. Or rather, it's boring to me, and I think that's because it's slice of life. And I'm trying to think of like other slice of life stuff that I've read that's what's actually interesting, and like what sets that apart from this one, and why I prefer, like, why the other ones weren't as boring to me as this one is. And like, even though like I resonated so much with this book, and it's like, I don't know if it's because like, oh, this is my actual life experience, and it's like, I don't need to relive this, I know this. But at the same time, it's refreshing to know that someone is sharing the exact same experiences as you. And, but I also didn't have a normal, quote-unquote, college experience because I went to a school with less than 1,000 kids in it. And we didn't have fancy stuff like they do in Durham University in the UK or anything like that, so I'm just gonna turn this down just a tad. This is from Genshin Impact, if any. I don't like the game. The game is really slow and gross. Not gross, but just boring. So yeah. Today is the 20th of May. You know what that means. It means that in 11 days it's going to be officially Pride Month. So maybe we could do some Pride stuff today. So we have a stream today. I need to do the dishes. Deb and Eric and Pumpkin. Okay. Alright, that's gonna be that. Man, I'm doing a lot more setup, and it's like we haven't done any art yet today. I am so sorry for anybody who is coming in, seeing that we're not doing anything. I'm not even looking at the screen. Sorry, I have a list of things that I wanted to do this month and I just never got around to it. So we're gonna turn to that in my handy dandy bullet journal. Excuse me. And the first prompt I have is space. So let's see what we can do. I'm not one of those who uses a lot of brushes. So we're just going to go forth and conquer. Don't like that. And see what we can create. Looks like a... Let's go... Maybe I should just fill the whole thing with black. Black is almost too much, you know? Oh my goddess. Wait. Huh. One, this is an anime and not a game, so I don't know how that made it on here. But let's see. Nice. I'll put that over here. Maybe that will change. We'll see. Okay. Gonna fill this up with stuff. Like, I know I'm not even gonna bother with layers, at least for this one, because it's space and it's supposed to be like all fun and stuff. So let's get our space. Do I have a speckly brush? What does this look like? Oh, it's too speckly. Oh, good, it does change. Excellent. Zelda and chill. Okay, cool. Speckle brush, speckle brush, speckle brush. Ooh. Oh, yes, this is what I want. Just give me all the stars. Let's use some clusters over here. And all of this will be put up on my my Threadless later. Because I used to have a Redbubble, deleted it because Redbubble is being absolute shit to artists right now. Yeah. So that's good. Got some clusters going. Wonder if we can get like a little bit of a spiral going. I like this a lot. This looks so good. So far. I haven't quite finished it yet. That's gonna be... Hmm. Oh yeah, Lena Raine. I need to play Celeste again, but this time with a controller. Because I think I'll do better with a controller than the keyboard, because the keyboard just was really messing me up when I was playing it last time. I died so much. I do love this brush. I use this brush a lot in other stuff, especially when you get colors part of it. I don't think I played Moonglow Bay though. And then Lena Raine did some, or Lena Ray did some, Rain, Jesus, did some music for, I think she did Dubs, Pig Step? I could be wrong on that. She did Other Side, yeah, and Halo Infinite. God, Halo has some fantastic music. There we go. Let's see. What does this do? Ooh, interesting. We can do some like shooting stars with this one. No? Ooh, yeah, we can. Okay. Is that oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Yes, give me the shooting stars. Should be more straight. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks good. I think there should be one that goes this way. Yeah. Make some of these different thicknesses too. Actually, I don't know if I like that, so we're gonna get rid of this one. Actually, let's redo them all, but this time with like purpose. Okay, so where was that really fun one? Yeah. Okay, so it should be... Let's make this a line, shall we? I wish I could make it bigger. I don't think I have a bigger... Can I make... No, I don't like that. What does this look like? Ooh, idea. I could do... What does this look like? Too bitch. Too much? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Maybe it only needs one. What does this look like? Ooh, Ori. I love Ori. Yeah. Okay. It does so much better. And it's not just a line. And I don't think we can change the... Can we? Nope, 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 nope. Okay, not what I wanted to do. So that's the brush I want. Randomness. Okay. It's so small. I don't know if I like that. And then this one just kind of goes, well, I guess it's okay. If it just kind of goes on like a tiny curve. No. What's this? Nice. It's cool. We need some nebulas in here. Give you some of that nebula. What's this? Weird arch looking thing that I do not want. Grass? What is this? Ooh, fancy. Like a lens flare. Oh my god, if I knew how, I could make it look like it was like a... What can I make it look like? I can make it look like it was like in the inside of like an astronaut's helmet. That would be so cool. I have no idea how I would be able to do that though. What does this look like? Nothing. But that is an interesting to keep in mind because I do like some... Ooh, cool. Just wait for it to... I really want to do... Let's like start getting some colors in here. Maybe not that big though. Let's do some nebula. And get... Ooh. Do like a rainbow galaxy. That would be cool. I want all of my stuff on Threadless to be like all the queer. Well, that's almost too much. Okay. So let's do some of this. Yeah, okay. We can come back through and where was it? There it was, I think. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Let's do a nice... That is not a nice blue. Oh, you know what? I should really be doing this on a different layer. Let's do this one. Purple. Blue. I think that's a nice green. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. Now we do yellow. Nope, that's like a mustardy yellow. I want more of a pastel-y yellow. What am I listening to? Oh, Final Fantasy. Alright. Now we do... We're just going to do a little bit of orange because it looks like the orange just goes off the page. But I still want there to be some oranginess. Yeah. And then let's go get Sir Seal's red. That's a good red. Yeah. Okay. I think that's... Yeah. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now we gotta bring back some more stars to make it like big stars, you know? I did the red and the orange on the same layer! Oh well. Big stars. What does this look like? Nothing is what it looks like. What does it look like now? Does it look like nebula? No. What does this look like? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I mean, these are the stamp tools, so... Flying Neko Delivery. Also a game I haven't played, but I have been told it is nice. Oh, that doesn't look good. Those are too uniform. Not a fan of that. But can I do a lens flare on these guys? This looks like so small, I can't see anything. Ooh. Looks almost too uniform. I don't like that. What does this look like? Like nothing. Cool. So where do I have more stars? I think I only have like the problem with Krita is that it is free. But a lot of the I can't use a sponge on a oh, it's hidden, that's right. But I can make this happen. Like this. It's a little too much. Just trying to smooth stuff out. Nope, too smooth. Okay. Sounds like a mess. There we go. I think that's got it smooth. I just want to, like, it just feels like there's a joint somewhere and I can't find it. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, my eye itches. Maybe we can get back here and what does this look like? Nope. Cool though. Okay. Just gonna add another layer for shits and giggles. Oh, was that finally, am I finally adding bubbles to something? What is this? Nope. What does purple look like when it's dodged? Nothing. This is random, so this is going to be an issue. I also don't want it on there. Specifically for that reason. Cool. Now that I'm on this layer, it's going to take a minute. I see nothing. It's taking a minute. It is taking a minute. Well, that's doing that. I'll move this over here. Okay, I think it's done doing nothing. What does this look like? It's not gonna work. There we go. We have a center of the galaxy. Blah. Alright. I wonder what I can do with this. Oh, it's under 2. Not a whole lot. Random space shapes. Space! Shapes in space! Yeah, that did nothing. What is this? Is this... What if I did a little bit of turquoise? Just kind of, don't know if I like that. Yeah, I like the shape though. Definitely brightens this up a bit. And I have that spongy. Alright, so yellow. I know I'm doing this all in the same layer. I am horrible. But listen. Okay. Give me that. Oh, Spirit Fair. This must be a Gustav song. Susan's Museum. Gustav had a museum. Did he do it for Susan? I don't remember Gustav's story. I will be perfectly honest. I just know that he had a museum and he was more in love with it than he would ever be with anybody else in his entire life. I also don't remember who Susan was. How does that look? Should I add more to it? I still want to add some shooting stars, but I don't know. Ooh. Nebulous. It is going really good, Scrub Lord Rebirthed. How are you? I hope I said that name right. We're just doing art today because I didn't want to do anything else. Maybe I should change the opacity? No. I think I'm done with this one, honestly. Doing alright, just multitasking with Tears of Kingdom while I periodically check on a looking for players forum for... Oh, that's cool. Where was I that I saw a looking for group forum? I really don't remember. I think it was Control-Alt-Delete's Discord server? Or is it Control-Alt-Crit? I think it's Control-Alt-Crit. I have a couple of friends in there that have that they do a lot of TTRPGs for my brain just died. Wow. They do a lot of TTRPGs for YouTube. But yeah, I think their Discord had a looking for group as well. I don't know if you know about them, but they're pretty good people. I like them. A couple of them I'm on a podcast with. We do a drama podcast, or not a drama, but an audio comedy drama. Oh, now we're listening. Okay, we're doing Final Fantasy music again. But some of them, there's like 3 or 4 of them that are on the podcast that are also they're the main people for Control-Alt-Crit. Control-Alt-Crit. Yeah. Tell me about your one shot. What's it about? The opacity. Oh, hell yeah. Right now I'm running a module for Pathfinder 2e. I'm running March of the Dead with a few small... Hey, if this aspect of the game is uncomfortable for even one party member, I am willing to write it out. The plot is party of adventurers try to stop a zombie apocalypse. Oh, that's cool. What are you doing, child? Sorry, my dog is being weird. I think she needs out, so we might take a break after I figure out if this is finished or not. Yeah, I play a necromancer, so I don't know if I would want to stop a zombie apocalypse, to be honest. But no, that sounds really cool, and I hope you find your group. I am currently in the middle of not doing anything because my brain is completely dead. Yeah, the main example I am willing to write out is module as written. There are child zombies, which I am very easily imagine being a bit icky for some people. Yeah. That would definitely be something that could be written out. I would honestly, um, but I also feel like if you imagine them as like the toddler zombies from Minecraft, people would be more inclined to destroy them. Or at least I would. Um, those things have no mercy. Let's see if I can make this line a little less linerific. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think that looks good. Wonder if we can make a couple more of them and not... I think someone needs to go outside. I don't think I've played Pathfinder in earnest for a long time. Yeah, there's an encounter where, as you're investigating a family house, the party notices broken barricades, and then as they open the door to loot around, the whole family who live there attacks, obviously infected. Oh, dang. Oh my god, can you imagine like a toddler coming up to you and just gnawing on your ankles? I mean, I can. I used to work at a daycare, so that's less of a zombie apocalypse and more something that actually happened to me in real life. But yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that being different. Okay, so Chuck Tingle wrote a book called Straight, where basically if you were straight, you got turned into a zombie once a year or something like that. And it's supposed to be satire. And there was a scene in there where people were fighting, or there was a bunch of queer people who were trying to survive, and they were fighting against this farm family who there was like children jumping off of the rafters and chewing on stuff, and it was a weird book, but I liked it. But that's what that reminded me of is that book. One of the ways I'm considering writing it out, the child death, is replace the child zombies with grandparents living with their kids who are adults naturally. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is workshopping now. Just like, what could we do? We could fix this somehow. Are the shooting stars too much? Oh, dang. I put a lot of stars in a place that I didn't mean to put stars. Oh, well. That's why we work with layers, children. Yeah, it really depends on the player. I feel like 3 is a little much, but 1 or 2 should be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. But I think I screwed myself over by doing this dumb nonsense here. Maybe make this one shorter. Alright, where is that brush? Was it this one that I was using? Yes. And then I'll go back with my speckle brush and go and do that. But yeah, my brain is like thinking now. Yeah, child death really depends. I can't talk this morning. I've had 2 coffees. My brain still doesn't work. Really depends on the player. But what was I? Ooh. Should have been using this brush. I think that's too much. Oh, my opacity is really down too. Yeah. Speckle brushes! But honestly, like, if as a DM, if there's something that even kind of squicks you out, I think going with the idea of it being like grandparents and maybe like instead of like killing off the kids, maybe the kids are in like the basement or something trying to hide from their infected parents. And then like that also becomes another thing with your party is that they have to choose to rescue the children. And maybe like one of the kids has been holding on to like a particular family heirloom that costs like a lot of money or something, for those who need enticement to do any kind of rescuing. All right. Should I? Is this one of those things where I just like, if I mess with it too much, it'll ruin it? Honestly, I was planning to just have the kids have been out of town when the zombie apocalypse starts. That way I don't have to juggle, well, logically the zombies would also attack the kids, so that there's no risk of child death during the attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Like they're just visiting their cousin out of town and suddenly the whole town is quarantined because zombie apocalypse. Yeah. Undertale. Oh no, it's Deltarune. Okay. Boop. I think that's it for this piece. What do you think? I think I'm just gonna save it and move on with my life. Let's see my horrible. On the bright side of the campaign I'm planning out next after I get some more freedom in my schedule does not have the same risk of heavily triggering topics, so I have less to worry about. Oh, cool, thank you. Yeah. This one is space with multiple A's. But I don't want to save this as a creative project. I want to be done with it forever. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of stuff, is that you never know what somebody would be triggered by. Like, I didn't know how triggered I would be by amputation until, I don't know, a couple years ago when I was playing a one-shot for charity, and I had to leave early, and so one of the things that the DM at the time was doing to like excuse my exit was they had my arm disappear, like just disintegrate into sand, and I was just so squicked out by that. I just like, oh god, I didn't realize amputation was a trigger. But it was my I'm left-handed, and it was my left hand, so I was just like extra squicked. Yeah. Right, Rizzy? Yeah. Alright. Ooh, bright light. I really liked that purple-ish gray I found. for this, but I think I might take a break, because if she's awake, that means she has to go to the bathroom. And if she has to go to the bathroom, she's going to start crying soon. And if I pay any attention to her at all, she's going to know that I am paying attention to her. My next campaign is going to take place in the Wild West, in a timeline where magic exists, but there's a magic spell over the whole world that hides magic from most humans. Also, on one hand, ouch, but on the other, that's the trouble with knowing all your triggers. Sometimes you get jump scared. Yeah. Well, it's like, it was one of those things where it's like, I'm a pretty easygoing person. A very little actually, like, gets to me. So I didn't think that that was going to get to me until it actually happened. And I'm like, huh. Didn't know that was a thing. But yeah. Oh, God, I feel like there's another trigger. I can't remember. What's next on my list? Tropical. Actually, Scrub Lord, since you're here, what should I draw? Keep in mind that about, like, 10 minutes, I'm probably going to take a bio break. Yay, Spirit Fair music. Good question. Let me give you some time to figure that out. I'm going to take a bio break, and then I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. The purpley background is giving me Crystal Cave vibes for some reason. Let's see what brushes I have to emulate crystals. I think there's like a rock one. Yeah. And then this one, it's interesting. Let's see if we can do also cool. You guys can see when Epic sends me stuff. That's not very crystal-like. Let's actually, you know what? I have an idea. So there's this one, and if I do this, I get some really interesting fragments of things. But it's going to take a minute because this is an 11 by 14 page. I like working on big scale because they vector easier. But that means if I'm using a giant brush, yeah, it takes forever. I did not get this far in Celeste. I'm also wondering how well my idea is going to work. I'm more of a traditional artist, and this has just kind of been me playing with brushes so far. Like you've seen with my, this guy that I drew myself. But I drew the outline in pencil. Anyway, the reason I think the Wild West campaign is less likely to trigger anyone is because it's a lot goofier. Yeah, like one of the early campaign minor antagonists is going to be Naga Alchemist. That's interesting. Who's snake oil salesman. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I harvested it myself. I kind of like anything with fangs. I just automatically give them a Ferengi voice. Just that was a weird. All right, let's see. Are you still doing your thing? No. Okay. Let's try it this way now. Honestly, I probably do. I don't really have a way to. Is that my computer making noise? Maybe this brush is too big. I'm gonna turn my fan up just in case. I like this. 69. Yeah, plus the juxtaposition of the players being able to see the magic of the world while also magic is invisible to most humans is going to be really fun. Like, while they're beating the crap out of the Naga snake oil salesman, bystanders are seeing a bunch of normal people attacking a random salesperson. So they inadvertently become the bad guys. That's great. But yeah, I think that's a great idea, having a Naga in a Wild West scenario. Alright. I'm back. Entire computer. Going to, yeah. Now this won't work. Why is this not working? Listening to web player on Chrome. I am on web player on Chrome. Okay, cool. Spotify is broken too. Love that for me. We're gonna do a new file. We're gonna do something different. We're not gonna use that giant brush, because that's just gonna make things difficult. Another part I really like is the aspect of coming up with explanations of what people see in place of magic. Like, I'm planning a very minor undead outbreak, which normal folks see as a mad cow disease spreading. That's interesting. This is still not working. There we go. Okay. Why are you over there? You should be over here where I left you. And then the face cam should be over here. Alright. So we are going to try this again, but with a different brush. Well, with the same brush, just not the whole area, because I want to see if my thought process is correct. Yeah, also I'm planning at least some of the players to start the campaign unaware of magic, and then just have a sudden event happen that makes them realize, oh, magic is real. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. That would be great. Where's that brush? Alright, let's break my computer again. I don't think I'm going to be getting the effect I want. But let's see. I've already messed up. How do you ask? I need to create other layers. There we go. Actually, what is this? Oh, it's like a palette brush. That gives me an idea for something else, though. And then this doesn't do what it looks like it's supposed to do unless you're like, yeah, I don't know. Well, let's go, what does this do? Can I make this one bigger? This has more of the geometric shapes that I'm looking for, so let's see what we can get some of this brighter color in here. Alright. One I really want to do, as if any of my players want to play as the Inventor class while starting the campaign unaware of magic, maybe have them start out outside of the Wild West picking up invention supplies from the city, and then they accidentally board a magical train back to the west, or perhaps even lured onto the magic train. I mean, listen, magic trains are something else. People get stuck on those all the time. What am I listening to? Final Fantasy. Excuse me. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do is take a... What was that? Oh, my fan fell over. Okay. Darker one. Hey, baby. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, that means I need to figure out a way to do crystals better. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. I like that. Okay, cool. That's our first crystal. Will you stop falling over? There was something... Okay, so I think it was... I was listening to a podcast. I think it's called Urban Legends or Urban Lore Podcast. And it's a guy from San Antonio, Texas. I'm originally from Texas, even though I'm living in Oregon right now. But he did an episode about ghost trains. And so that's kind of like in my mind right now. It's like ghost trains. And I have like a couple of story ideas that revolve around, like I have this one story idea that actually was going to turn into a campaign. I just never got around to actually doing that. And I really like this. I think this came out so freaking well. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this because this is amazing. We're going to do different colors. He was talking about like the Lincoln's ghost train, Abraham Lincoln's, where it's like it's shown that he more Final Fantasy. I mean, there's a lot of Final Fantasy on this list, by and by. Maybe I can do the thing where I share it. So, yeah, and then put it here. That's what we're listening to, just in case anybody is wondering. There we go. And then, yeah, he was talking about something to do with the Lincoln train, how like Lincoln's train shows up every so often. And it's one of those weird haunted story things where, you, like, normally, like, a haunt is, like, the essence of a person, right? But with ghost trains, it's, like, giant vehicles, like, giant ghost vehicles and stuff like that. So he was just talking about some of the different vehicles that show up from time to time, that ought not be there. And every so often, I will, I'll be driving and I will see a car in my rearview mirror and be like, oh, this person's coming up on me pretty quickly, and then suddenly they're not there anymore. I'm like, it was a ghost car the whole time. I want to keep some of the purple in this because it looks cool. But yeah, this isn't quite a crystal cave, but I think it's pretty good. I just found a good way to make crystals. Or at least a way that I like. Ooh, I might be able to add some ghost. Yeah, do it, 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 do it. Ghost train. How do I want to do this? Like that, maybe? I love me some ghost trains. Yeah, that's cute. I like this. I think this is great. I also did it on the same paint layer because I never learn. I don't think I played Sundred before. It's interesting. Alright. We got a blue. Let's do a green now. Something that would give us some interesting colors. And I kind of want to go back with a darker blue, but it's too late now. We'll figure it out later. I do still want to keep the idea of the train that makes the person realize magic is real to also be a roller coaster too, because in my eye it's almost allegorical for the emotional roller coaster of, you know, learning magic is real. Also, like, I get that. I totally get that. What was it? It was, so this is a blast from the past, but like the third Casper movie, I think had Casper on a train, to the afterlife and something like that, and how he's like starting to realize that he's dead. So, you know, was it Casper and Wendy? I think it was Casper and Wendy. Because the second Casper movie was a kid. Wasn't it, like the first one was Christina Ricci. The second one was this boy. I don't remember anything about it. It may have been like I remember there being a second one only because Backstreet Boys was super popular at the time as well, and the kid that played, like, at the end of the second Casper movie VHS, and this is when everybody realizes that I am incredibly old, there was a music video for one of the Backstreet Boys songs, and I can't remember which one it was. It was like, it wasn't I Want It That Way, it was like, it was one of the songs that had heart in it. That's all I remember. And I don't know why that just popped into my mind, other than it's like, oh yeah, Magic Train, let's go. And what was it? I don't know. I'm stuck on death. I just I'm a very morbid person. But yeah, like, so the campaign that I was writing was essentially the same thing, where it was a bunch of people who are on this train, or like they're on like a subway train, and suddenly they're not in our world anymore, and they just kind of get thrown into this this magical world, and they're just kind of like, cool, now we have to survive. This is bullshit. I know what I did. Okay. The reason why this is looking better than these two is because I did two different color sets. I did like a lighter set and a darker set of colors. And that's why these look so... This one looks better than the other two. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this one. And we're going to do it over. And we're going to do dark and then light. And also we're going to do on different freaking layers. So I can just move these around at will. Yes, ma'am? Can I help you? This music sounds different. It's supposed to be from Death's Door, but it sounds like it's from something specific. And I don't... Moonlighter? Is this the guy that did Moonlighter? Probably. Can I help you? What are you looking at me for? I can tell your tail is wagging because you're wagging your whole body. Even though I can only see your face. Are you gonna start crying now that I'm not paying attention to you anymore? So we're gonna do dark first. No, it wasn't that one. Oh, it was like a blocky one. Was it? It wasn't that one. How do I look these better? Okay. I have one ghost already planned for potential character introductions. If anyone is playing as a sheriff character, which, let's be honest, it's the Wild West, it's unavoidable. The ghost of the last sheriff's unfinished business will basically be teach the new sheriff about all the weird magical BS that he has to stop crimes involving. He can't see the magic, he can't stop magical crimes, and even if he can see magic now, he needs someone to help him with ins and outs. That is really interesting. What was my brain gonna say? My brain was gonna say something pivotal and life-changing, I just know it. Sorry, I'm looking for this particular brush that I know I was using, and I don't remember what brush it was. Was it this one? No. I don't think it was this one. No, because it's super tiny. What is this one? Is it this one? I don't think so. Nope. Was it this one? Nope. Cross-hatching. No. What was I talking about? Sorry, I'm just gonna be stuck on ghost trains for a minute, so give me a second to get off of this ghost train. What was I talking about? I was gonna say something important. Where was this brush? I was using, like, this brush right here. Where is it? I know it exists because I was using it. Brush set history. Maybe I should just do that. This one? Yes. Okay, this is what I was looking at. Alright. And now let's get some lighter colors. Okay. Ghost brush. Yeah, it was definitely ghost brush. Everything is, the theme of today is ghost brush, or is ghost. Thank you, Deltarune. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I want them crisp lines. I'm gonna be stuck on ghosts for a minute. It's my special interest is ghost. So I read the entirety of the Lockwood and Company series It was just 5 books and a short story. Should I do... Yeah, that looks good. And I think in the last book there was a ghost train, but it was like literally like the shell of a subway train, and there were ghosts on it, but that was it. So that, I think that's why my brain is just so hung up on ghost trains right now, because so many things have happened in the last couple of weeks involving ghost trains. So my brain is just hung up on that. But yeah, the sheriff not having magic also reminds me of Kipps from Lockwood and Company, because he was losing his ability to see ghosts. And so that would actually be a really interesting conundrum to have that character face, which is like, you're in this world full of magic, but you can't do anything. Like, you can't see it, you can't touch it, or anything like that. Is that too much? Let's see. Crystals are weird shapes. I feel like if I put more down here, I have to put more up here. And I think that just goes... that's just too much. That's good. My special interest is gothic horror literature. Oh, I love gothic horror literature. Hence, I also have another future campaign themed around gothic horror lit, mostly with the more well-known stuff, not to alienate players, but also an occasional reference to more niche gothic horror. Yeah, actually, gothic horror covers are one of my favorite things in the world, because they're these beautiful painted color covers of women running from castles, and that, to me, that is hilarious. But also fantastic. Like, I don't know what it is about that. I just love that concept of women running from castles. I like weird stuff, man. I really do. I think I just, like, at one point in time I wanted to I still do want to be a cover illustrator, purely so that I can draw women running from castles. I think that would be my favorite thing in the world. Like, I want to bring that back. Oh, totally. I even decided to make some potential completely optional, hey, if you don't know gothic horror stuff, I have some pre-made characters for players to tweak, but to at least serve as a baseline based on gothic horror. Yeah. What was it that I was playing, like, Call to Cthulhu, even though that's not like gothic horror in too much of a sense, but still really fun. But I created like a muckraker kind of character for that, but I think like a lot of the tropes in that are very similar to gothic horror. I mean, I would argue H.P. Lovecraft counts. Yeah, I think so. But like, I don't... It's one of those things where it's like people don't necessarily think of him when they think of gothic horror. They think of like the people who read gothic horror or read gothic horrors were typically the ones who read romance now, I guess. They have a very similar formula, just like good triumphs over all or something like that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain has been dead for quite some time. We had a heat wave last week, and I think my brain is still recovering. And then Fair, speaking of romance, man, a lot of gothic lit has queer undertones and sometimes overtones. You know what? You know what I would count as a gothic horror now that you mention it? I would count the Picture of Dorian Gray as a gothic horror. I think that would be... I think that is a I really do think that's a gothic horror. And that one definitely has some gay overtones. And then we can't forget Madame Marie Sherry. Sherry. Sorry, Sherry was what she was drinking when she had to listen to Lord Byron speak. Shelley. Marie Shelley. And her Frankenstein. You're my... Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He was a man who refused to marry and created a tonic with no other purpose than the ability to sin without risking his soul going to hell during a time period when homophobia was near its height. Yeah. Ooh, did not want to do that. I could see that. I actually had a conversation about that the other day. Though I like your take on it better. My take was not so forgiving. My take was Jekyll had created this tonic to turn him into a different person, when in reality it's like he wanted to be able to do horrible things without repercussions. And it's like, it wasn't me. You know, he just wanted to do horrible things without repercussions. At least that was my take on it. But no, I'm digging what you're putting down as far as the queer undertones. And I honestly think that we should be looking more at some of the more classical literature with those queer undertones. Because a lot of, there's so many historical figures that, you can't sit there and tell me that queerness is something that only appeared within the last 50 some odd years. One that's also in overtones is Carmilla, which is underappreciated. I'm not sure I'm familiar with Carmilla, which would actually prove how underappreciated it is. So, because I read a lot. And the only Carmilla I know is from the podcast that I am on, so. Oh, dang it. I put this on the wrong thing. A female vampire attempting to seduce the daughter of the owner of the hotel she is hiding it from villagers in. Okay, cool. Carmilla. You know what? That makes total sense. Why the main baddie in my podcast is named Carmilla, and I've never actually made that connection. So I need to... Ooh, the deluxe edition. The cult classic that inspired Dracula. By Sheridan Le Fanu. Okay. Cool. Alright. I love super gay stuff. Give it to me. Yeah. Cool. I have something new to read. And I'm gonna, even though I like this, I'm going to get rid of it and put it onto a new layer, because guess what I did? Guess what I'm super good at? Not making other layers. Okay. New layer. It's Punishment. It's like, yeah, I could just copy and put it onto a new thing, but listen. Carmilla was also a cameo character in Castlevania Netflix series, which is a great gothic horror reference. I still haven't watched that. It was one at some point in time I didn't have Netflix, and I think Castlevania was on Netflix when I didn't have it, but now I do, and I'm trying to catch up on a bunch of stuff, but I'm also reading a lot more, so I've kind of like in this situation of like, do I want to read or do I watch Netflix? Netflix, read. Yeah, and then right now there's the writer's strike, so it's like, oh, I'll just read because that's not harming people. So, you know, stuff's happening. I really do hope that the writers get what they deserve, because it is just, Hollywood sucks. Like, nobody's business. But unfortunately we live in a capitalistic society, blah blah. Go on forever about nonsense. One story that doesn't have queer undertones but I love anyway and want to fit into my campaign is The Fall of the House. Ooh! I have read The Fall of the House of Usher. Yes, I have. And you can't tell me that it doesn't have queer undertones when Poe was just insane. He wasn't, I don't know if he was queer necessarily. He did have a lot of, that is not what I wanted to do. Am I not allowed to get rid of that line? Okay, thank you. He was very open about his heterosexuality, for lack of a better way of phrasing that. He was definitely neurodivergent, to the nth degree. I'm not denying that a lot of Poe's works had queer undertones. I just don't notice it in that particular story. I have to reread it. I mean, but quite honestly, I grew up reading everything by Poe. Like, I loved all of his stuff. I was the goth kid without the goth budget, so I didn't look goth. I just wore graphic tees and jeans all the time. I also lived in the South, and that is not a goth-friendly atmosphere in terms of, like, weather. Like, the weather was anti-goth. Yeah. So I very much so just... I was not into the whole goth scene as far as clothes were concerned, because you could not make me wear more than one layer at a time. And now I'm living in an area that I have to wear sweaters and stuff, because it is just, it's 57 degrees right now, as you can see down here. I don't like that line. Do I like this line better? Yeah. I just don't think they're dark enough. I think it's fine. It's kind of hard to get a good dark red on top of another dark red. Let's see if I can do, I want to say, can I get one here? How is that? Is that too much? I think it's too much. That's too many facets. I don't like that. Too many facets! I actually, at one point in time, I was going to start my own goth label, clothing label, called Southern Gothic. I planned for the House of Usher to be a location in the campaign for a quest that they have to retrieve something inside the House of Usher. But as soon as they set foot inside, the house begins to lose its foundation and starts slowly crumbling, falling into the lake. Yeah. I mean, do it. Do it, do it, do it. It's not what I wanted to do. I need this to be... Yeah. What am I listening to? Moonglow? I need to play... anything that Lena Raine has composed. I just need to play all those games, because no matter like what, I'm pretty sure I would enjoy them. just because her soundtracks are so nice. But alas, that is a wild off. Right now, I have the Wild West campaign, my current Evil campaign I'm DMing, and also the one-shots between now and then. Yeah. I get that. Oh, I did it again, Rizzy! I did it again! I don't know what you want from me. Just gonna sit there? I know what shape I want, so at least I'll go with that, so... I mean, you have access to the outside. The door is open. I don't know why... you insist on... Nope. Too light. Excuse me. On the bright side, the Evil campaign I am currently DMing has already had multiple wacky, silly, quotable moments, which is... well, oh yeah, definitely. I think we still... there was a game I was playing with a couple of friends who are currently trying to get out of Texas. So that's why we haven't been playing. And they are... that's the one where I play my necromancer character. Like, think if Elle Woods was a necromancer, basically. My favorite example, your deception attempt works. The tavern always thinks you pissed yourself. Nice. Yep. Yeah, it's... I love playing D&D. I love playing all sorts of stuff. I am just currently trying to focus on living in this hellscape that is being alive. Okay. I think that's good. Good brown color. The context for that one, skeleton in a human illusion disguise forgets his disguise is only an illusion and takes a swig of beer. It spills onto the seat he was sitting on. He had to roll deception to make nobody realize he was undead. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes you have to take that L. Mm-hmm. Nope, that's not great. I don't like that. These are kind of janky. Yeah, despite the L, it's still really funny. There's an option to make them think I peed. You know, sometimes that's all you gotta do. That's chicory. Okay. That's close enough. Alright. How do I want to do this? Doing with my life. I think that one's good. Okay. Now let's move this purple one. Make room for the yellow one. The evil campaign plot is squad of doofy Saturday morning cartoon characters are being forced out of their turf by a villain who actually taking their job of evil seriously, and it's sucking all the fun out of being evil. So they're going to beat the crap out of the dude taking fun out of villainy. Nice. Sorry, my eye. I am allergic to the entire state of Oregon. But it's better than being in Texas right now. I need a good golden yellow. I don't think this is dark enough though. Let's make it a little more orange. Just a hint of. What is this? Okay. Sorry. What else? What was I going to do? Sorry, this person just started singing and now all my thoughts are dead. Now, it sounds like you have a really good campaign setup going. That sounds pretty cool. At some point, I too will have a campaign. I need to focus on my life right now. My outside life. Because I have a bunch of... I just made the Triforce. Should I just leave it like that? I mean, it's like the least faceted one of all of them. I just don't feel like putting facets on it. Alright. Let's do a pink one. That's not what I wanted. Oh, you know what? I could put like a big old pink one right here. Yeah. And I need like some dark, more reddish. Yeah. Can I help you? What do you want? Are you out of water? Like, what's happening? Can you wait an hour for me to finish the stream? This is way too pink for my liking, but you know what? Let's do it. There we go. You know what I did? I put it on the same freaking layer. Guess what? It's... Oh, I know. Okay, sorry. I was looking at that. I'm like, what is that? I feel like I've seen it before, and it's because I own it. Alright. Unless I have some colors saved. So we got this guy. And then this color here. What am I doing? This one's a wand. Wands are very popular in this area for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not complaining. It's just very interesting that everybody wants like a crystal wand here in Oregon. Whereas like in my experience, I guess like in Texas, crystals were a pretty big thing as far as like the pagans were concerned. But I don't remember them being that big of a thing. I think a lot more of it was I'm trying to remember, honestly. I wasn't huge into like the whole scene. I mean, I did enough to like warrant concern from my father. I don't know if I like that. Should we do another one? Maybe like a little white one right here, like a pearlesque one. And then I'm probably going to put like a white texture behind each one of these so that if I wanted to, I can make stickers out of these. That would be interesting. Let me move this green one over just a hair. And then the blue one was this one. Yeah. So let's get a white one up in here. Up in here, up in here. So, Scrumlord, or Scrublord, sorry. I don't know why I said Scrum. Probably because I can't read. How far are you in Tears of the Kingdom? Let's get more of a round shape in here. Oh! Not that big. Okay. I think this is the most concentrated I've been this entire time. I don't think I erased anything in the one before this. But yeah, like I said earlier, these will be up on my Threadless, hopefully, later today. I've got a lot of stuff to do today, but I think by the evening I should have time to put these up there, and try to figure out how to do this, to make this particular one into a sticker sheet, because I think that would be really cool. My first ever sticker sheet. That would be really awesome. And if Scrublord is still with us, I'm gonna figure out how to get you a preset, if I can figure it out. Figure out how to make it into a sticker set. So it's songs like this that, like, this sounds like something that would have been on, like, one of the original, well, one of the N64 Zeldas, just because it's, like, calming island music, kind of thing. And it kills me that I don't have a musical bone in my body. Because, like, I would love to be able to create my own music, especially for video games, but every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, I can create, like, this really awesome collection of sounds, but it's not a song. It's not necessarily music, it's just sounds that sound good together. Okay. So we're gonna have to get another layer. I'm not really too concerned about the edges being a little misshapen, because not everything is perfect, you know? But new layer, black circle tool. Oh. Let's see. Transform. What is this? Genshin Impact? Okay. Too much! There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, now be a little more careful. Sorry, I just lost my mouse for a second. Okay. Yay! Should I do more? Probably. I think that's good though. So if we do this... Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, there's a couple of places where it's like not super great, but I think I can fix that. Oh, definitely not that way. I think that is good. So what we will do is we shall save as Christus as a PNG. Okay. And while that's saving, we're just gonna stretch. Alright, on to the next one. I think next on my list is tropical. Let's see what comes up when we do that. There we go. That's what I wanted. So let's see. Tropical. Tropical. And we can get some practice with some gradients in here. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But oh well. What is this? Doesn't do anything. Airbrushing. Okay. Music bumping. That's when you guys tell me never say that again. So that didn't do what I wanted it to do. What did this do? Nope. I'm practicing. Alright, cool. Leave it to Final Fantasy to have some of the weirdest things. Ooh, I do like this. This is this. Bam. Oh, this is interesting. I could do... Is this like charcoal? What I could do is just... Ooh. Too pixely. Bam, 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 bam. Interesting. I'm gonna go quite black. Ooh, this is like a watercolory. I think we'll stick with this one then. And get some nice tropical vibes with this. Okay. Let's see what we've got. I wonder if I should... I don't want to start with too bright because then my eyes will die. Use that watercolor brush. I think I have an idea. Okay. So, I'm gonna keep with this brush, right? And then, so I'm gonna give me this sand. Actually, ooh, that's a good idea. But first, I want to get some wow, my hair is a mess today. Love that for me. Okay. Gonna get this line as bright as possible. So we're gonna go over it with a darker color. And I don't want any blue to show through yet. In fact, I should probably go a little bit higher with it. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. This is like everybody's favorite water scene to do. Now, more of a, there we go, like a taupe. Taupe. I think this brush might be too big. My computer's probably going to turn itself off again. No, don't want that. tad darker. Spiritfarer. There we go. Just trying to smooth this line out a bit, just trying to get like more of a gradient going. Okay, now we get some blues in here. Nice, yeah. Out of coffee, so sad. Excuse me. trying to smooth out this line. I mean, it doesn't really matter because areas that look wonky are just going to get covered. But, you know. I need to replay this game, the read-only memories. It was really good. And the audio on it got horribly messed up. Also, I think there's like a sequel now. Oh, apparently I'm out of memory. Alright, we have 15 minutes till it's my lunchtime. you come over here? Mm. Excuse me. I have a lot of demos I need to play, but those are Tuesday and Thursday's problem. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to delete some stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over here. Oh, dang. I think I messed up. Oops. Alright. That was a mess up. Anyway. Go back to our watercolor marker. Just get a little bit more detail. I'm not entirely happy with this. I think it's okay. I definitely need practice with this particular brush just to kind of get the feel of it. I don't know. It's not a huge waste of time because like all of this is practice. I need to make that into a video. You know what? Maybe I could make that into a video. How long was it? Yeah, and I'll do that for tomorrow, and this can go onto my art page. I think these crystals came out so well. I think that's probably my favorite one, even though the space one is really good too. I think they all came out pretty good. We have 10 minutes left. Alright, well I'm going to call this one done. I'll save it for now. It's not really tropical, it's just beachy. Let's go to new. And let's just do something quick. Let's try to do something tropical. Excuse me. It sure is taking its sweet time. You know what I should do? I should delete all of the demos that I have, because I have them all written down. And that way I'll just download them as I need to, you know? That way I'm not holding like 20 bajillion, so this is, I don't know, do I want more of a green? Definitely don't want to use that brush right now. Ooh, back into the red. Yeah, and I definitely... Yeah. I definitely need to get rid of stuff on this computer. It does not have a lot of memory. So let's see if I can do more of this green. This has been brush practice. It is an interesting texture. I do like it. Where's that one brush? Guess it only has one. Yeah, it is only a pixel. Okay. Just layer it on top of each other. It doesn't look as uniform. Oh, it's the Chocobo song. Like, I know this song. What is it? It's the Chocobo song. Yeah. Ooh. It's kind of interesting. Okay. What does this do? Don't care for that. This is cross-hatching. This is weird cross-hatching. Ooh, you know what? I might have to bring out my tablet for this, but we don't really have that much time. Yeah, I love working in negative space. It's really fun. And then you can, like, when you scroll in, it's like, oh hey, cross-hatching. Alright, so what is a different brush I can use? No. Give her ghost eyes. They got them ghost eyes. Yeah, that doesn't help the ghost eye situation. We're just practicing with brushes, and it's because it's almost like time for me to go to lunch anyway. Yep. Okay. So bad. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna work. actually. Oops. Oh, did I do it again? Yes, I did. Okay. I think it was this one and the cross-hatching. Cross-hatching. Where are you? Is it this one? No. Where's the there it is. Green Tone War. It's so weird looking. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm not gonna save this one. I'm just not feeling it. I mean, it was a good exercise up until I put the eyes on. Let's see if I can fix this. No. Where's the cross-hatching? Yeah. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on Tuesdays and Thursdays for some demos. Friday, or next Saturday, I don't think I have anything going on. I think I should be here, but the weekend after that, I am doing a weekend market, so I will not be streaming that day, but I will be back next week. We might be doing some more art because I don't really want to get into anything in the next, like, anything ongoing for a while because I have so much stuff to do in June. So we might just make it to where I just do something like this, or I do some demos. Really, I'm not sure what's going on, so we will see. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining me for this first ever art stream that I did over on my Twitch channel. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to noon. If you'd like to join me live, go over there and check it out. I'm really lonely over there, and I would really appreciate it if somebody came and talked to me. I'm very receptive to positive interactions. Yes. Anyway, I also have a Discord server. It is also going to be linked down below, along with my Twitch channel. So please go over there and join my little community. It's kind of a shared community between my art channel and my gaming channel. I am also very lonely over there, so I would really appreciate it if you just come and say hi, and then you can leave. There's no obligation to actually stay. I just want to know that people know that I have a Discord server. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.